Is BRICS challenging the G7? With the rise of BRICS and other emerging groups, the dynamics of global leadership are clearly shifting. The G7 summit is being closely watched as a crucial test of its leaders' ability to address some of the world's most pressing issues. With global challenges ranging from conflicts to climate change, the question is whether these leaders can provide effective solutions or let these problems fester once again. Rising alternatives. The BRICS Challenge. One significant alternative to the G7 is the BRICS group, comprising leading emerging economies. This coalition has been making headlines with its assertive stance on global issues. On June 9th, in Nizhny Novgorod, Russia, the foreign ministers of BRICS nations convened. Indian diplomats participated and a joint statement was issued, marking a notable stance on various global issues. BRICS stand on Gaza. The BRICS nations have sent a strong message to Israel regarding its military operations in Gaza. They have condemned the offensive, citing concerns over the increasing death toll, humanitarian crisis, and violations of international law. The joint statement condemned Israel's operations in Rafah, supported Palestine's full membership in the United Nations, and used the term occupied for Palestinian territories, portraying Israel as the occupier. India's shift in policy? While traditionally balancing its support for both Israel and Palestine, India's endorsement of the BRICS statement is noteworthy. This shift was highlighted during the meeting in Russia, where India joined the collective stance against Israel's actions in Gaza. Earlier in October 2023, New Delhi condemned the Hamas attacks on Israel but reiterated its support for the two-state solution, emphasizing peaceful coexistence. The developing world's perspective. The BRICS nations' stance reflects a broader sentiment in the developing world, advocating for an end to the conflict in Gaza and calling for humanitarian relief. Beyond the Gaza conflict, BRICS is pushing for significant reforms in global trade and finance. Discussions included using native currencies for international trade, challenging protectionism, and advocating for reforms in the World Trade Organization, WTO, with a focus on special treatment for developing nations. BRICS vs. G7, a shift in global influence? The BRICS group is increasingly positioning itself as a counterbalance to the G7. Last year, BRICS nations collectively contributed more to the global GDP than the G7, based on purchasing power parity, highlighting their growing economic clout. The addition of Saudi Arabia, Egypt, the UAE, Iran, and Ethiopia has expanded BRICS's membership, now representing over 3 billion people and 28% of the global economy. The G7's challenges. In contrast, the G7 has faced criticism for its handling of global crises. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the G7's failure to distribute vaccines equitably may have led to at least 600,000 preventable deaths. Additionally, the G7's commitment to providing $100 billion annually for climate transition has not been fulfilled. Recently, the G7 endorsed a truce plan for Gaza, urging Hamas to accept it, but this initiative has faced skepticism, with both Israel and Hamas showing little commitment. The G7's waning influence. The shortcomings of the G7 are becoming increasingly evident. Their economic power and global influence appear to be diminishing, with the momentum now favoring groups like BRICS. The G7's appeal for international support to broker peace in Gaza highlights its struggle to maintain its leadership role.
Thank you for watching my videos. If you like my content and want to be notified, please subscribe to my channel. This will help me build more such contents.